Hello, thank you for clicking on the video. I do appreciate that. If you find yourself enjoying this video, I do hope you hit the like button down below, as it really helps push it with the YouTube algorithm. If you find yourself coming back to my channel fairly often, I do hope you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified about when I'm going live and my upcoming videos. Now, if you haven't seen any of the previous The Outer Worlds videos, you can check out the playlist here. And if you just haven't seen the last The Outer Worlds video, you can check out that video here. Now, without further ado, let's poof on in, play some of The Outer Worlds.
New face, huh? You from Off-World?
Yep, Captain Poofing of the Unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What could be so bad it made you walk off the job? Won't you get in trouble for that? Good luck with that. What
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch. We're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
I happen to be pretty good with negotiations.
I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel but just getting deadlocked. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her listen to our demands.
I'll meditate.
You would do that?
On your behalf.
We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. I knew drinking up here would be good for more than the view.
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Sanjar's going to fire Velma if you don't return to work. How long can you afford to miss work? Any suggestions on how to put? Okay. I'm not gonna ask it. I'm not gonna say any of that. Even though I want to do the lie to get the XP, I feel like it's a bad. I feel like it's a bad lie that I don't want to do. So.
You got some schmutz on your chassis.
12, level 12, level 15, 11, 12.
Did your sad unit get dirty on the job?
Pausing so you guys can read. Alright.
We initiate Sam's self-cleaning mode. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Nuh-uh. You keep that nozzle to your own self.
Okay. Turn that way. Nothing really this way.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Okay. She's the one who needs the thing.
Hey, stop!
I think I'm gonna
What are
be
you
sick.
doing? You alright? Pull yourself together and tell me what happened. Pull yourself together and tell
I
me what
clean the
happened.
apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Okay. Level 17, level 13, 14, 16. Plasma armor rating, physical armor rating. 12, 12, 11, 14, 14, 12. Ranged weapon skills +5, plasma, critical chance, mustard acid, damage type corrosion.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Body bag dispenser empty. Please replace sack reel before disposing of any corpses.
Examine the betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers paid for team mostly colonists from the field tossball betting. Okay. Okay. Pausing so you guys can read. Turn. Pausing so you can read. Okay. Pausing so you can read. Okay. And that's everything.
Whatever you do.
I'll take that. No. I hate when people have things that are stealable, but then they don't really offer a way to like do anything about it. What you got going on, lady?
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Didn't mean to scare you. I'll go.
You again! You've really got to stop doing that.
Didn't mean to scare you. I'll go.
You again! You've really got to stop doing that.
Oh my goodness. You're one of those conversation people. You're annoying. Pausing so you guys can read. Bye.
You again! You've really got to stop doing that.
I'm kind of nope. Okay, I was kind of curious if that was gonna give me a different communication option because I read the note thing, but it did not. $18, $18, $18, $20, $20, $17, $18. Volume footsteps. Sorry guys, apparently my dog is being a jerk.
Good day to you.
Shit.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Is everyone in this town chicken livered? Why would you admit that to anyone? Get a grip, fellas. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
How's that? Even ever thought about leaving Celery? How's that?
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Why did you decide to stay in the first place?
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
Seems like you want more than centimeters. You've got a really negativity problem. Seems like you want more
I
than
could do with a few
centimeters.
kilometers of cold vacuum, but that spaceship is flown.
Ever thought about leaving Stellar
Only
Bay?
every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then?
Why don't you just tell me? You forgot stab. That's also a
Well,
possibility.
thank you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an early grave.
Alright.
Lucky
Thanks
you.
for the info, Chief. I said Chief. I know he's a chef. I said Chief because I don't really know. It wasn't because I was thinking about his status though.
You're back.
Yeah, too bad it's all stillable stuff, which is useless to me. I try not to steal things. Okay. Literally zero purpose to go up there. I hate when things do that. Okay, so it's not zero purpose, but like it's zero purpose whenever you're not stealing things in the game, so zero purpose for me. Just a bunch of stillable stuff. Oh, that's so frustrating.
We don't get many outsiders.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you
No.
follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths.
They're all pretty great. Lie, I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Don't you recognize me? I'm not here to chat about teams. Who has the time to watch grown men and women hit balls with sticks? We're gonna do the lie for the XP.
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
This is part of a goodwill tour for goodwill tour of Hasselon. We're meeting our fans across the colony.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
Found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him? You said you were having trouble receiving the tossball game transmissions. Found this betting slip, dead man's
Poor
apartment.
Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
Cut to the chase. Do you know who did it or not? I'm listening. What does his teeth have to do? Anything? I'm listening.
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
So who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Okay, we're gonna
If it
re-talk to
isn't
her.
the famous hacker, enjoying Stellar Bay. What can I do for you?
You said you were having trouble receiving the tossball
Graham's
game transmissions.
always filling the airwaves with his propaganda. Like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
That's all. I thought it was gonna give me a quest line for that or something, but nope. Okay.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean,
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to
Okay. Uh, 14, 11, 14. Range weapon skill, melee weapon durability. Fish saw could use a good cleaning. Boom, 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 boom. Couple note found on a corpse in Stellar Bay. Most of the text on this note is obscured by blood, but can make out the words Lila and passcode antidote. I'm gonna steal that one. I don't like stealing stuff, but oh, this game and its jumping is so freaking weird. After repeatedly falling from heights, you no longer function well when the ground is far beneath you. Phobic dexterity -1, perception -1, temperament -1. Okay, was there another door? I think there was another door, but this probably leads to the back. Yep. Upstairs was a thingy. Oh, this game and it's jumping, it's terrible. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, back upstairs, go into the door.
Nicely done.
Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna come back for that, because there's somebody I know who's looking for that. Terminal is only to be used for official work on behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries. Personal files, mash random keys. Pausing. Okay. Pausing. Okay. Pausing. Okay. Codex, logs. Inventory. Sublight contractor helm, armored ballistics, damage to creatures, +25. Ooh, that's not too bad. Oh, that's lame. I feel like this is the password to this. Nope. Okay. Alright, so let me go to this real quick. Repair all, holding. Put down, no, tinker, armor. That's not what I'm wanting. I'm wanting to modify it then. Factory stock armor plating. Dialogue +5, leadership skills +5, volume, footsteps, carrying capacity. What's on my current armor? Toughen, physical rating, reactive, kinematic shield projector, silver tongue kit. Um, Ranged weapon spread. It's at level 12. But it gives me a boost to stuff. Helmets normally don't give boosts to things. We're gonna do that. We're gonna upgrade her armor while we are here. And he doesn't get armor pieces, so okay. So we are gonna now tinker. We're gonna do, where was that helmet at? Skill bonus, defense +5, factory stock armor plating, improved hunter kit. Plasma damage, in-rate damage. Okay, so we only got it up to level 20, which isn't, I mean, it isn't too bad. It's the same armor rating as this is, so. Plus we get the spread to -10, so that's a bonus. So yeah, we'll go with that.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Take it easy. I'm just looking around. Lie 20. Catherine said she'd shove you in a box if you keep running your yap like that. I don't know who Catherine is. Catherine said she shoved you in a box.
Now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Your chief what? Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
Why can't you give him his pay increase? Caleb says they need a raise to keep up with the prices around here. They're hard workers, aren't they? Don't they deserve some compensation for that? They're hard workers, aren't they?
Hard workers? They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work.
I'll wager she don't pay those folks that maintain the mechanicals decent neither.
Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much.
Why can't you just give him his pay rate, his pay increase? Caleb says they need a raise to keep up with prices around here.
Tell him to complain to Catherine in Fallbrook, not me. Sublight's demanding more money for the same contracts, which means we're all in the same boat. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire Sublight contractors at this rate.
Sinjar's gonna notice your shortfalls before long, and he'll hold you responsible. Are you willing to meet Caleb halfway? Let's talk about something else. Are you willing to meet him halfway?
For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life.
Sinjar's
Maybe
gonna
so.
notice.
But I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. Then you'll have to come back. He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk, but if the money's real, I bet you he keeps it at home. Near the diner.
You'd steal from your own people? That's low, ma'am.
That's business. Someone's got to keep the lights on.
I don't like her.
Fine by me.
Tell me about your missing coworker.
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
He'll come back eventually. You can constrain a person's freedom. Don't you have rules about that sort of thing? If you say so, find him and drag him back. Don't you have rules about that sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
You said Braxton had been stealing drugs?
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming.
It's the same thing.
And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Awful nice of you not to say anything. Why didn't you turn him in? You should have hung that sleaze bag out to dry. Why didn't you turn... awful nice of you not
We're
to
not
turn
like
him in.
those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get this all tuna. Fat, and mostly tumor-free.
Okay, let's talk about Caleb. Why can't you give him his pay increase?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
Okay, let's
Fine
talk
by
about
me.
something else. I'll talk to you later.
Smells like wrapped in here.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the saltiness.
Once again, thank you for clicking on the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.